there is a couple of good, interesting storylines that I really did enjoy from Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka WhoopUp187. This is my review for a day. And today's review, ladies and dudes, all my friends, it's that time again for another top 5 list that nobody has never done before. And this top 5 list is all about, well, yes, I will admit, Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally coming out in the video games section or whatever it is. But it's here now, and we're finally going to get on to the last and final chapter of the Kingdom Hearts saga. Or somewhat. Yes, ladies and dudes, I will admit there are some unknown questions that are left unanswered. Something that I'm not allowed to spoil. But the only thing that matters to me is the reason why I want to check out Kingdom Hearts 3 is the main storylines that came from in the previous Disney films that we all known and love from somewhere in the past and close to the near future. So anyway, ladies and dudes, I'm going to tell you guys about my top 5 most favorite storylines that came from Kingdom Hearts 3. And to tell you the truth, ladies and dudes, I will say the Kingdom Hearts saga deserves to be one of the best video games that featured time traveling. You know, where our beloved heroes, Zora, Donald, and Goofy, are traveling back in time to so many places that they never been in before. You know, Zora in the past and all the way to the future. I just believe it's more like a time traveling story. And not a story about, going to unknown worlds that they have never gone in before. I was thinking it's more like a time traveling story. That's what I thought about, anyway. But there's a couple of good, interesting storylines that I really, really did enjoy the best. And which one of these storylines is the all-time best? So, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to the top 5 best storylines that came from Kingdom Hearts 3. So, let's get this started. Coming at number 5 goes to a tie between Toy Story and Monsters, Inc. Yes, we finally got some Pixar films at long last for the Kingdom Hearts video game. One that featured toys and the other that featured monsters. And yes, for these two good storylines, for the Toy Story story itself, it took place at the latter half at the end of Toy Story 2 and the beginning of Toy Story 3. And as for Monsters, Inc., it just took place where the first movie had left off. Yeah, you could say that Monsters, Inc. storyline is kind of like a sequel in some ways, but featuring Sora, Donald, and Goofy in it. And yes, it's pretty darn cool to see Sora, Donald, and Goofy becoming toys or monsters. And yes, they have very good character development and chemistry with our beloved characters. But sadly, the reason why these two good storylines are pretty darn low in my list, well, I got two main problems. Just two main problems. One, we don't have a couple of our favorite voice actors to come back and reprise their roles as our dear beloved characters. we did get Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, Billy Crystal as Mike, and John Goodman as Sally. If you know those guys, they're just continuing on with their projects. Well, if you remember which project I'm talking about. And for the other... these two storylines, they got one single plot hole. Just one single plot hole. And it has something to do with the two members of the Organization 13. One dude who has white hair and he has a tan skinned body, while the other is a dude who's wearing a mask. Yeah. One did not transform into a toy, and the other did not transform into a monster. So yeah, that's one big giant plot hole that I did find with our two beloved Pixar films. And that sucks. Big time. I have nothing else to say. So, the Toy Story story and the Monster Inc. storyline deserves to be at number 5. Coming at number 4 goes to Winnie the Pooh. Oh, I love that storyline, Winnie the Pooh. It's so cute, it's so interesting. It's great to see our beloved characters again. But sadly, no sign of Kanga, Owl, and Eeyore. I don't know why they're not featured in this one for Kingdom Hearts 3. I know I did see them in Kingdom Hearts 2. I think they were there in Kingdom Hearts 1, but I can't remember. It's been a long time. But anyway, I love this storyline. And yeah, it did take place at the Heffalump movie, a movie I never watched. But yep, it's great that Sora came back to the Winnie the Pooh world again and try to help out Rabbit with his gardening. It was just cute, adorable, sweet, innocent, and it's great to have Jim Cummings to come back and reprise his role as our dear beloved Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. I have nothing else to say about this cool, interesting storyline. Oh yeah, another best part I love about the Winnie the Pooh storyline is no Heartless, no Nobodies, and no Organization 13. They are not featured in a good innocent storyline. Nope, they're not there at all. So yep, the Winnie the Pooh storyline deserves to be at number 4. Coming at number 3 goes to Big Hero 6. Yes, our heroes finally made it to San Francisco and get to know what the other world is like. And yes, it's great to see Sora, Donald, and Goofy to work with our beloved characters of Big Hero 6. Which one of the actors and actresses I'm very happy that they brought back, to reprise their role again, is definitely the voice actor who did Fred. That guy still nailed his character even to this day, and I really love his funny dialogues. His dialogues are so darn hilarious in so many ways. A guy who believes that he's a monster. Well, a good guy monster in some ways. And yes, this Big Hero 6 storyline did take place where the first movie had left off once again. And yeah, our heroes did have a good connection with Baymax. And he did say, ba-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Oh yeah, that was so darn cool. And San Francisco is a pretty cool place to go. But another reason why it did not go higher on the list is because no Stan Lee cameo appearance. That was so darn heartbreaking. They did not put Stan Lee in a cameo appearance for Kingdom Hearts 3. How disappointing. Oh, I would love to see a Stan Lee cameo appearance for the last and final time before of his passing. So yep, The Big Hero 6 storyline deserves to be at number 3. Coming at number 2 is the final chapter of Hercules. I think out of all the places that Sora, Donald, Goofy had went to for the last 2 or 3 years, I will say that the Hercules world is truly their most favorite one out of all of them, because they got along with our greatest, mightiest hero for a very long time. Yeah, they got along with him the most. And it's great to see the original cast back. You know, the voice actor who did Hercules, the voice actress who did Megara, and most of all, our dear beloved James Woods as our dear beloved Hades. I freaking love this villain. He's one of the best villains of all time. And he's truly one of the best villains for this whole entire Kingdom Hearts saga. Hands down. I think he's way better than Maleficent. Oh yeah, speaking of Maleficent, yeah, she and Pete are there as well, but in a very small role. And one of the members of the Organization 13, but I can't tell you who it is. Yeah, they did a well done job with the Hercules storyline, and I really, really, really love the main climax of the story. And yes, they decided to add some changes here and there that came from in one of the most underrated films of all time. Yeah, you'll know what I mean. So yeah, the Hercules storyline deserves to be at number 2. And finally, my number 1 most favorite storyline ever for Kingdom Hearts 3, for what Sora, Donald, Goofy did when they traveled back in time to some other areas they never gone before, has to go to Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at World's End. I love this storyline. It was so darn well done. It was very well spot on. And also the best part I love about this storyline for Kingdom Hearts 3 that features the Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at World's End is the frickin' animation. I love the animation. It was so darn real. It was the most realist thing I have ever seen my whole entire life. It does feature that we are watching a live action movie of this film all over again. But they made it so unique. And I remember there was a part where Sora did face one of those heartless monsters. And that heartless monster that looks like stop motion. I wonder, how the heck did they do that? It was mind-blowing. And yes, ladies and dudes, I will admit, one of the most saddest moments that we will never forget in Kingdom Hearts history, we can't find any actors or actresses who did come back and reprise their role for the Pirates of the Caribbean saga. Well, except for one dude, just one dude, who did come back and reprise his role as one of the characters from Pirates of the Caribbean saga. I can't tell you who it is, but you'll know until you see it. That's all I can say. So, the Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at World's End deserves to be the number 1 best storyline that I really, really did enjoy the best for Kingdom Hearts 3. So, that's my top 5 best storylines for Kingdom Hearts 3. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most favorite storyline that you have ever seen from Kingdom Hearts 3? Well, while you're playing the video game. Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And also, join me tomorrow. as I do this. Yep, my next movie review is Jurassic Park. Yeah, be prepared for this movie review to come, and I'll see you guys later, and sayonara. I gotta make sure a T-Rex is not there to attack my house, if you know what I mean. So, bye!